Now starts the penalty shootout. Well, there are moments where Hartlepool have had their moments against Marcia Sante Kotoko. And equally, Kotoko having the moment there. Well, picking up signals in the other game being played between Karela and Ashgold. Karela also scored in the 94th minute against Ashgold. Well, maybe this was not part of the script, but eventually had to be pushed somewhere. And that is where, you know, the game will definitely show. Had to put Kotoko in a prayer mood now. It's all but will be left for the Almighty to decide which of these two teams will win. Kim Grant looking to send Accra Hartlepool to the promised land where they play in the CAF Champions League. Kumasi Asante Kotoko just returned from that journey. Started with the Champions League and eventually ended the Confederations Cup. But this is a story for Dan Ladd and Ben Mensah to make history. It is Kofi Koji who may have the chance to test the pulse of Dan Ladd already. Bonnie showed him the way, but there would be Kofi Koji to come in. Young goalkeeper Dan Ladd. It is Kofi Koji here. The first kick there for Accra Hartlepool. It is Koji. Yeah, against Dan Ladd. Koji. And he makes it simple. Hartlepool in the lead. It is Kofi Koji. Marcia Sante Kotoko will now have Daniel to redeem the situation. Look at it. Expertly taken. Absolutely phenomenal. They said they would win. It is Ganu is found against Ben Mensah. Ganu, and he also scores. Planted beautifully for Marcia Sante Kotoko. Ben Mensah moved to the wrong side. It's Christopher Bonnie. Accra Hartlepool, the expert. He has already beaten Dan Ladd. Bonnie, the former Kumasi Asante Kotoko player, went to Busan draws. He would never miss, but you never know sometimes. It is Dan Ladd against Bonnie. He's already scored. He's the one here. And Bonnie again makes it simple. This man is unbelievable. Look at that again. Ha! Beautiful, beautiful. Evanso Wusu, the left-footed player, in there for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Can he squares it out? It is 2-1 in favor of Accra Hartlepool. Evans, Ben Mensah. Evans, Ben Mensah. A decision would have to be made. Whistle already gone. Evans Owusu. And he scores! It is 2-2. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Accra Hearts of Oak. And this moment, you only need to look out for a change. Hearts of Oak played against Unistars Academy. They lost on penalties. 5-4 it was to the Division 1 side. Robert Ado. Now for Accra Hearts of Oak. Is Robert Ado here, the centre back, against Danlad. Robert Ado looking to make it 3-2. This is Robert Ado. And he also scores. It is Accra Hearts of Oak still leading. Robert Ado expertly dispatching goalkeeper Danlad. The star boy Abdul Safiu. He got the goal early on. The equalizer came in from Bonnie, and it's Abdul Safiu who's coming in here. Moments where sometimes stars have to make a way, and he makes it 3-0. And now Marcia Sante Kotoko have a lot of faith and be hoping their goalkeeper saves them. It's now Boubacar Traoré. Boubacar Traoré now. And so both teams showing their prowess and skills in this game. It is Danlad against Boubacar Traoré, who came in as a substitute. It's Accra Hearts of Oak. And it's Traoré here, planting the ball firmly. It is Traoré against Danlad. Traoré. Well, it is in. It is a goal. And Hearts of Oak, well, look at it. Inside of the crossbar. Yes, it is. A controversy here as to whether the ball crossed the line or otherwise. Well, Kotoko players arguing. And Kumasi Asante Kotoko will have the player coming in. It's Jordan Opoku. They have experienced that. Jordan Opoku coming in here. 4-3 now. Former Wafa midfielder Jordan. Jordan here. And Jordan scores. Lucky it was. Ben Mensah had a finger to the ball. And it is in. It's 4. It is. Look at that. Oh. It is Mohamed Al-Hassan, another Wafa player who's coming in here. Hearts of Oak looking to surprise Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It's Mohamed Al-Hassan. Ado. His partner centre-back has scored already. It is Danlad against Mohamed Al-Hassan. Hearts of Oak, Mohamed Al-Hassan. And he misses. Mohamed Al-Hassan misses. Would you believe that? Would you believe that? Kumasi Asante Kotoko giving the advantage. It is Amos Pimpong, who's always been scoring decisive kicks for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Amos. Is he the one to take Kotoko to the promised land? Is it Amos Pimpong or Ben Mensah who saved the situation for Accra Hearts of Oak? Amos Pimpong against Ben Mensah. Amos Pimpong. Amos Pimpong. He scores and Kotoko are through. Kotoko are through. Accra Hearts of Oak. They fought. Basike Akono, Kumasi Asante Kotoko have surprised the Phobians here in Accra. Amazing story. The Porcupine Warriors, they came all the way. A former coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, and he has seen the team through to a Champions League spot. Ben Mensah, he stretched, but couldn't save Amos Pimpong. This is Hearts and Kotoko game. This is a game certainly you would never stop watching for years to come. So he finished 5-4 penalties, but he ended 1-0 at the end of 90 minutes. It is Kotoko through to Champions League spot.
Hello, 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 hello. Are you okay? All right, so this is Accra Sports Stadium. This is a game that you always want to watch over and over again. I tell you what, Hearts of Oak Master Santiago games are always a big test for you if you're a new coach in the club. This is a game that Kotoko came in, Hearts of Oak also came in. Eventually, it was penalties that had to separate the two. Kosiki Akono is here. You engineered this famous win against your bitterest rival. This is the very first time in the Kotoko colours you've beaten your former club. I know you're excited, but what are you picking from this game?
Well, there were two things. You have a team that are young and running with the ball, and you have a team that is being, a bit clever in terms of positioning and the person how we position ourselves. The truth of the matter, or the fact is that they were running a lot, and we couldn't, match up with the pace. Therefore, we slowed them down, especially in the second half, and we looked for the opportunity to score. And that's what we had a goal in the early minutes. They control the game. They possess more than us. Okay, but we were smart without the ball and struggled to penetrate.
Would you agree with the other school of thought that says that you were lucky to have picked up a win today?
No, probably maybe they were lucky because it was injury time when they equalized. That was very painful. You look at the hard work that the boys have done, got an early goal and contain the pressure. Sometimes slow the opponent down, and we couldn't utilize their weakness, which was on the flanks, on the wings, and we didn't do well in terms of ball possession today. But so far it's been good. We're happy with one, and that's it.
When do you start preparation for the Champions League slot?
Come again?
When do you start preparation?
We're here to play the finals, and so we're looking forward to the finals. We left with one to go. On Wednesday we're playing for the FA Cup, and we look forward to that. Hopefully, we'll be successful as well.
Thank you very much, Coach Siki Akono. He's the head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and so they're looking forward to yet another opportunity to represent Ghana, and yet again another CAF Sponsor Championship. And for Kim Grant, I'm sure it will be a game that he probably will have to go back on the drawing board and ask, what did I do wrong? How come I couldn't get this game? I controlled the game. I went in hard. I fought very hard. But again, hey, you can't say anything about penalties, would you?
No, not at all. No defeats at home. I'm so proud of the boys because they've come a long way in a very short space of time. There's a lot of changes within transition of the players and the club. But for me, we've lost penalties in the other game, and we lost penalties today. But we let ourselves down with the first goal, but from then on we just dominated the game. I think they only had about 2 or 3 shots, and it's a fine margins, and it came to penalties. Penalties a little bit of pot luck, and fortunately they won, and we didn't. So,
wouldn't you be worried the fact that you lost on penalties to a Division 1 side, Unistars Academy, and here again against Kotoko?
Not at all. End of the day, like I said, when it gets to penalties, it's a fine margin, and it's also luck. And they took theirs, we scored ours, we missed ours. Simple. I feel very bad for the players because they've worked so hard to get where they are now, and I'm fully proud of them. And these boys are going places, and the club's going places.
Thank you very much. Better luck next time. That's the head coach of Accra Hearts, Kim Grant. Pretty much disappointed though, but the storyline still continue. Hearts of Oak will look at themselves and say, hey, we did a marvelous job. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful time. Wednesday, there's another big game coming up. Enjoy.